What we're doing is about a neighborhood. It's about neighborhood wellness. It's about neighborhood strength and power. It's about dealing with systemic violence, racial inequity. It's about transforming harm from trauma, from violence. So being really clear that when we are loving and we are giving and we are sharing and we are doing our work and we're reaching our outcomes, like all of that makes sense because we're looking at it in a bigger picture, a bigger context of what makes a whole neighborhood well and vibrant and have all that it deserves. I hope programs tell their story. I help them think about the impact that they have, and I help them find the magic in the sauce. What were some of the highlights? What were some of the sparkles that happened during the year that helped tell the story? It's the power and the strength that helps us do what we're able to do.
I felt like there could be a better model that instead of coming from the hospital as an expert, I could train people who lived here to be the expert.
Deanna was one of the first staff members ever at the Red Hook Initiative.
I just enjoy coming in here and seeing the young youth yelling my name out, giving me a shout out, hugging me. That's what brings me back every day.
What I've seen people come back and say when they've left your program at 12 and have come back at 24, I have confidence and power. I can make it through anything. And I think that is a huge legacy that you leave here. I found out about the Red Hook Initiative 14 years ago, and it was from a flyer hanging up in the community, and it was about a fibroids workshop that you all were doing. And she said, do you run programs? Like, could you run a program for girls? And I'm like, yes. And I told her about my experience. And from there, I started, we created a program called the Mirrors of Strength Group. And Deanna and I eventually became co-facilitators. And then it was history.
There's something big and greater out here. You just have to have the skills to go and get it. And once you get those skills, and that's what I do with Job Readiness, we do the resume and cover letter and the interview. And once these young people get to understand how to talk to someone else and be answered questions, then they're getting ready to get ready. The struggle is harder. You might not get that job. You might be trying forever, but never give up. If they're ready, they're ready. If they're not ready, they're not ready. Be there for when they get ready, because then I don't back down.
Be ready for some people that don't want to change. They will give you a hard time, but take it as a grain of salt. It's like when you tell your grandmother, oh, you don't make this like, oh, girl, I've been making it like that for years. That's how it is. Mm-hmm. So take it as a grain of salt and just take your time to get to know everybody and their little quirks and everything, and you'll be okay.
You may have the educational piece, but the family at the RHI, they have that wholeness piece. And so you want to grab onto that wholeness piece because your education, you got that locked in. But the wholeness part, you got to learn how to migrate through that transition.
Whether you know it or not, you are exactly in the right place and at the right time. And you have the right team of people that you are encountering to transform, to bring forward your gifts in a way that this space needs. Trust that, and trust that your team, your crew, your family, that people here will support you in that mission, because we're all here for the same goal. And to know that people here have a passion and a true love, that must fuel the work.
It's really about being open to learn the colleagues in which you work with, and also the young people that you're going to serve. And I just think creating a solid, lasting, long-term relationship with them that's really healthy and supportive, and they know they have someone to go to.
Try to connect with anybody here, connect with kids, because then you'll know about this area, you'll know about everything that's going on. So just that, I believe in connection.
It's just something about the RHI that once you start working there, even though you may leave physically, you don't leave mentally. And so coming back, whether it be donating or whether it be providing services or whether it just be hanging out and looking at your picture on the wall, like being part of that family.
I feel like everybody feels safe there, like it's a home away from home. And for some people, that's like a great thing.
They're coming and they're seeing you. They're coming and seeing a neighbor. They're coming to see a friend. They're coming to see a godparent. They're coming to see a cousin. They're coming to see one of their best friends who told them about the job. So being place-based, being focused on Red Hook, and being focused on the leadership that's already present, and creating space and opportunity for that power and leadership to come forward, that's everything.
Learn about the neighborhood, explore the neighborhood. Take time to meet and understand and learn about the people who work here. People like Sherry or others, ask them their story. Find out that Sherry started out here as an artist.
I designed the first RHI directory. My design is actually what you see on the business cards, all the little buildings, that's my design on the cards. I will always draw, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna submit my entry, but mine was selected. And I won. I was really happy about that, but then I never left. So then I had the opportunity to come and work here, and then I've been here ever since.
Starting out at RHI, it helped me realize what I wanted to do, because when I started there, I didn't know what I wanted to do, like working with the community and doing social services and stuff. So working there helped me get to the point where I am now, because I didn't know that that was my calling.
This is the Alex House Project. The legacy that I did leave behind is the possibility of possibilities. Like, why can't you start your own thing? Why can't you start our own business? Why can't you do this and still live in projects? You know, a mom of two, a teen mom at that, and a black girl living in the hood. I think for people to look at me leaving the Alex House Project, they should still be able to do the same thing. Or if they choose to, they could.
As the Red Hook Initiative continues to grow, I think continuing to see that spark and that fire that sometimes a person might not even see for themselves, just because of whatever, and I'll include myself, whatever I might have been through, whatever difficulties I've experienced, but just the fact that the organization is literally built around being a mirror. Like the Mirrors of Strength was like, I'm going to hold up a mirror to you, so that you're not looking at me, you're looking at your own strength.
This is a community that is sometimes always needy, but it needs in different ways that makes it feel like when you leave at the end of the day, you've helped somebody. Our young people are getting out of high school. And not only are they getting out of high school, they're going on to college. So to me, that is so inspirational that we got through to some young people that might not have gotten the thought of wanting to do this.
The impact that we had, RHI had when Sandy hit, bringing everyone together to make sure that we had supplies, we can help people had places to go, food to eat, and just to see that happen, and also to see the organization grow.
You don't get hired and say you have to be part of a family. It's not like, it's not that. It's organic. So you become the family, and you don't even want to be nobody's family. You know, so it just happens organically, and it's something in the source. You know how you say it's something in the source, you can't put your finger on it? That's what it is. You just can't put your finger on it.
Yeah.
For those moments of silliness and goofiness, I think all of that becomes a part of the sauce, and what makes it attractive for people to want to be here is that it's not stiff. Like in the middle of the day, we might have a pop-up birthday celebration to embarrass you, honor you, celebrate you, and that's just a part of the magic. Continue to add your own magic and embrace and merge and be with what's here, because it's exactly what's needed at the moment.
When it's time to go home, they don't want to leave. It's good to see that they know that they have somewhere to go and stay and trust. We are like a family here, so we started out as a family.
I feel like I've grown up in a way through this work. It's helped me to become the professional that I am today. Just the person that I am today in so many ways.
When you're attempting to do something great, you have to understand that challenges are gonna come, and it's the normal process for things. But when you see the end result, you know that it was well worth it.